ako day si Cookies.
Cookies.
So ang storyan.
Aman ta karon. Nata sa Bayview
Nata sa Bayview Park Hotel.
Manila. Live.
Live.
Outlaw Geek with Rowil Ruelo. Or Rowil Ruelo with Outlaw Geek.
Oo. Dili may magkita in person sa Cagayan kay dapat sa Manila ra may magkita in person.
Wala na mo gisabot.
Atay.
May enjoy ka ba?
Yes.
WordCamp Philippines. Oh no, WordCamp Manila pa din.
Yes, WordCamp Manila.
So, actually, napay nag-speak dito pero nihawa mi. Nagimumig among kaugalingon nga kuan dere. Speaking shit.
Yeah, so
Man.
we actually ano lang, medyo it's the first time for us to join. Tapos exciting, it's fun experience, and then diba, we actually wanted to volunteer to try to bring these types of events in Cagayan de Oro. We were joined earlier by people from Bulacan, Zamboanga, Bacolod. Yeah, and also Jensan, no?
Jensan and Davao.
Davao as well. So pretty exciting stuff. And then we volunteered ourselves as the
Sacrificial lambs of CDO. But it was an unexpected turn of events because we didn't really plan to be the ones or to plan and organizing WordPress meetups sa CDO. As we all know now, there are really probably hundreds of people who use WordPress in Cagayan de Oro. And not to mention the surrounding cities or the surrounding municipalities itself. So Misamis Oriental.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
So what do you think? We arrived here really early.
Really early.
Ano experience the traffic sa?
Yeah. So sa Bisaya no kay Cagayan, reklamador kay tabay kay traffic kay CDO pero nilabay mi sa Baclaran. Oo, grabe.
Nakaputang ina gud.
we things that you only see Manila road rage, things you only see online. We saw one live in the flesh, no? Yes. That was really, it completed our Manila experience, I guess. No? So, medyo lingaw ba? That on the first day, we arrived here at 7 a.m. Tapos check-in na to, 2 p.m. May gani, gipasulod.
Yes, shout out sa staff sa hotel, Bayview Park Hotel. Like, they were really accommodating. There were several occasions that both of us probably messed up.
Yeah, and we can easily compare it to our experiences in the same types of institutions, hotels in CDO, where among expectations is medyo we were expecting na dili guwapo ang response, but then they just handled it really well. Even survived. We lost our hotel room card. Tapos no questions asked. They just told us you just need to pay this in a kind way, no shaming or anything. And then ditagaan mi card, so we were able to retrieve the laptop and everything. So start mig record. So that's something, no? And anyway, basing on that, what do you think ang unsa kahay reason ba ang naay difference in service? And I am not saying na in general Manila is like this, all the hotels. But since homegrown magita CDO, di ba? What do you think is the reason why naay difference in the level of service sa ato ang hometown?
I guess they're much more in terms of customer service. They're probably much more advanced or ahead in terms of customer service because it's a big city.
Right.
And this hotel has been, I don't know how we should really find out when was this built.
It looks old by the way.
It looks really old. Like it reminds us of Pearlmont.
Yeah, CDO Pearlmont.
Dynasty or I don't know. It's one of those old.
Not even gonna ask you more about mga dynasty nga references nimo. Not to put you on the seat. Pero sakto ba medyo kuan gid siya.
Classical. It's classical. It's historical.
No, it's not modern.
Yeah, it's not
but the facilities are good,
And it's a 3-star hotel.
3-star pa lang na.
And The funny thing is when we arrived here, we're supposed to check in 2 p.m. but they allowed us to check in
10
at
a.m. diba?
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Kung sa Cagayan na I don't think
Mangita pa kag Starbucks mga officer.
pakulaton yun tabay.
Grabe, no?
So-
Even if no one is there.
And we were late sa breakfast ganina.
Yeah, by the way, we were late to breakfast. Reasons we cannot disclose in this video. But we were late to breakfast. We were supposed to go to registration 7 a.m. We woke up at 10 a.m. So, and the breakfast
No, we
closes.
woke up 9:30
9:30. We went out.
When
went
we
down
out
10.
and then they
Close.
were already trying to ginahipos na nila
Yeah,
ang
there.
mga plates.
The buffet.
Yeah, and then we were asking, tapos na po kayo?
Wow, Tagalog.
Tagalogait kami dito kasi nandito tayo sa Manila.
Wow.
Tanginang giliw yan. so katong pagpangutana na mo lugar nga human na, Morgana, ba human na ang
Yes.
breakfast. We missed it.
Yeah, we're bringing our
Yeah.
katong stub, diba?
Yeah, stub. And then, yes sir, sorry, 10
10 p.m.
a.m. lang, hanggang 10 a.m. lang. So, you were a little, they probably can see it in our faces now we
face.
were disappointed.
And also, referencing to what I said earlier na we already have expectations on how the staff would react, no? If you know, it's totally our mistake, diba? So, I already expected na it will
Okay.
be projected towards us na it's your mistake. So, I didn't want to go through that kasi we still have another night to spend here in the hotel. So, I just said, okay, sige, just take my stub and then we'll try to be early tomorrow. Then we walked out, diba? And,
we were, okay, we'll go.
sort of parang awkward.
casual lang,
Casual, but
lang.
like we just wanted to avoid
Okay.
anything.
Ana na lang.
So going to the
And we were calm. We were really calm about it. And then, giapasta nila.
gapas na.
Sir, saan ba kayo? Doon kayo sa WordCamp. Isunod na lang namin doon.
Yeah.
Then, ang joker pa ba kay, he thought that we were gonna be on the second floor.
Oo.
So, dinala nila sa...
Second.
Tagalog naman yun ko. Gidala nila sa second floor. Pero, pagka-abot nila dito, wala data sa second floor. Nalita sa 10th floor. Giapas magita nila dito ba?
Everyone was eating sandwiches. We were eating corned beef.
The people were probably looking at us like, "Okay, here goes the motherfuckers who were drunk last night or whatever." Then, but it's really friendly. It's a friendly
It's a friendly place.
and it's
I
a
like
friendly event,
Oo.
right? Because they wanted us to have fun. If our definition of fun is not waking up early, diba? So,
Yeah, there was no pressure. I didn't feel judged from the
Yes.
organizers.
Yes.
Which is a good thing. No? But I think it's a good segue sa what we talked about sa onboarding, I guess. We call that an onboarding for the WordPress meetups, no? Very nice, no? What stuck to be the most dun sa parang 5 guidelines. I don't want to put you in the seat, Kip. Basin wala ka naka-remember but as I'm bringing it up. But just one thing that I really love about it is that they explicitly said na the event it's not meant to be a cheap marketing platform. That's what I like about it. It's very community-centered.
Yes.
Every decision, the first question that they should be asking is, does this help the community? Not does this give me financial gain or positioning, branding, whatever.
yeah.
Grabe ka.
I mean, that's probably the what's the word here? The byproduct of attending this. Well, we should be honest.
Yes,
right?
yes.
It's
Yeah.
the byproduct. Like, if you get I'm the type of person who is an introvert. So this is my first time to go out, and I've attended some of your speaking engagements.
That is different.
But this is different.
Yeah.
Like it's another
Strangers.
Yeah, strangers. Really, they're not even from our own city. So,
Yeah.
so that's a byproduct of putting yourself out or attending these events. Is you get to be connected with other people, and at the same time, a byproduct would be people will know what you do. Like,
Yan.
di ba? So, I'm sure ikaw wala na ka kay you're already out there. You've been doing marketing and you're putting yourself in
it's part
social
of the
media
game. Oo.
and all those all those things. But I'm new to this.
Yes.
Like, even though I've been using WordPress for 13 years, I'm like coming out of my shell.
WordPress for 13 years.
What the
Age reveal.
age reveal. So, anyways, I started late in my life. So I don't care. Like,
Late in your life. Let's
I'm
dig into
38.
that.
I'm 38.
So that's 20
13.
20
26, I think,
Oh,
when I started, or 27.
25?
25, maybe.
Kind of late. Yeah, actually. But by inani, let's parang circle back. I don't know if you've disclosed this before sa imong podcast, but how did you discover
WordPress.
using WordPress building web, or when building websites, was it your first experience of building websites? Was it WordPress day one?
I was studying sa informatics,
Okay.
CDO. So, informatics is an IT school.
Right.
Although, everyone I know there would say na it was a breeding ground for all the kickouts from other universities.
Parang bucket.
Yeah. So, anyways, I started to learn HTML, CSS, ganon. Tapos, I wanted to really become a programmer.
Wow.
Because my mother was a programmer.
Okay.
Yeah. She was a programmer for Pilipinas Cow for I think how many years, I don't know. But she stopped. She became a farmer, a businesswoman. Anyways, so I wanted to be a programmer. So I started studying PHP.
Okay.
Because I knew PHP was like the go-to programming language because
Yeah.
it's open source.
Yes.
Open source. And then when I was starting to gain momentum, understanding all the basics, this guy who was the cousin of my girlfriend back then, we were gakaon mi sa pabayo ba?
No, kaano?
Siomay, kami sa kuyab sa una. And then he walks by. Hey, bisita mo sa akong vlog pag-click mo dito bay. Di gina ko naman yung tanbay. 13 years ago, cheapsportscar.info. That was the time when Google Ads was in its probably, stage where dili pa yung anak ka stricto ang algorithm.
Yeah.
That you can visit someone's site, you can click, and then they will earn.
Yeah,
Remember that?
pay-per-click.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mga
pay-per-click.
AdSense.
Yes.
Also pa kay AdSense before, yeah.
Yeah, it was about the time when CDO Bloggers was founded, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of years or a year at least. So there was that guy what I knew was studying sa AMA. So sa AMA. And then so I was like, what? Di ba, study pa ka? Then giunsa nimo pag-imo sa imong website ba? Ako gibisit ta gid ako yung website.
Yeah.
Na-search form.
Legit ba? Murag Friendster.
Yes. So, kay siya ba, like, you can see all the cheap sports car, you can search through the database, through the category. So, I was like, you need to know PHP to do that.
Yes, parang in your mindset na you have to be good already.
Yeah, you have to be really good and know all the programming, And I knew he was still first year sa AMA. So, I was like, unsay mo gigamit? Siya, check out WordPress. So, dito na. Dito ko nakuan.
In that time, by that line, check out WordPress with something na parang, it's something na parang, what's that? Pero today, you say that, I already know what that is. But during that time, 13 years ago, grabe.
Yep.
Then, so, that's what you did.
Yeah, I checked out WordPress and then I started to tinker with it. And then I realized since I wanted to learn Photoshop and graphic design and wanted to be a designer, because in my heart, I would think that I'm a creative. But although I am INTP, so logician.
Yeah, okay.
Psychology. So so probably I'm in between. I don't know.
Sige.
So, pagka na ko ana ba, so di din ako kailangan mag-imo programmer para makahimo ko website.
Yon. Yeah.
And then, ang process that time was to design it in Photoshop, slice it up,
that.
HTML, CSS.
Di pa also mobile responsiveness.
Wala pa ba
Oo.
Pagkuan sa kaning HTML, CSS, mangita ka og WordPress theme nga blank. And then dito nimo i-integrate ang imong front end sa website.
Yes.
Dito na din ka mag-add og mga,
Amazing.
di ba? So dito ko nag-start by. Ikaw kana saan nimo na kuan ang WordPress? Like what was your journey from discovering it and then now?
Yeah, started using WordPress when for the first time katong of course I got my girlfriend pregnant and I was 19 tapos
What year was this? So
what that was, ano,
age reveal this.
my son is 7 years my son is 7.
7,
So I was 20 years old.
20 years
Oo. 7 akong son right now, so I was 20 years old that time. So and then I was into onlinejobs.ph. My only skill back then was Photoshop.
Photoshop. There you
Photoshop,
go.
and then the job that I had is very hard to turn it into an online gig, which is singing and playing music. So, Photoshop the default skill, no. So that's what I was offering.
How many years were you performing
Performing, yes, I was
professionally, like getting paid?
But about 4 years.
4 years, wow.
Around 4 years playing in bars. Of course, started playing for free. Pakainin ka lang ng
Barbecue and rice.
isaw rice. Swerte na pag may isaw. Okay.
Tapos may tanduay na pako.
Tapos pansit canton. Di ba? So, libre. Tapos eventually it became, I got paid, worked in a bar, so surviving. And then I found a guy who his job was SEO stuff, backlinking. So he really taught me how to make websites fast using simple themes lang, no? So I was managing multiple domains, making sure that the content, and also wrote content for him, and then sinisyndicate namin ba na, the only one writer, multiple websites, and then backlink our clients, diba? For authority. So
Authority.
so monta siya. That's how I found out WordPress, and I even asked him, I want to start my own blog. Can you buy this for me? So he bought it for me, and that blog is gone now because I no longer work with him.
Hosting with the domain.
Yeah, the hosting and the domain, because there was, I think he became a victim of an update sa Google SEO na how it works, whatever. So his business model no longer became profitable, so had to let go of me. So but that was the first time na I used na WordPress. But yun lang, upload lang ng logos,
So WordPress user.
So as a WordPress user, upload my logos and upload my, and then there, I even started a personal family blog because I wanted to document my life. Yun pa yung, ako paging theme by is that I am a batang ama and this is how we are living, and
Yep.
I want to document the growth. But,
Yep,
it lasted for a year. And then wala yung domain. So, and that's what, very, kursonada ba?
Yeah.
And nothing else what
Yeah.
so.
Looking back, years, I mean today, you'll see na it was a little bit cheesy. Right? Bisag sa ko abay, like katong time nga nag-start ko, I published my first blog, which is makeyourtheme.com. I wanted to teach people how to make themes in WordPress when I was still learning how to make themes in WordPress. But I wanted to document the journey.
Yes.
And then I decided to then murag na ko ba na unsa tawag gani kaning imposter syndrome, ganon. So nung na-imposter syndrome ako, sabi ko, mas mabuti pa mag-write na lang ako ng content interviewing creatives.
Yan. This was when?
Dude,
way back.
that was like a year after sa akong first WordPress nga
Dugay na.
So, 12 years ago, that's where design to express.com, I made that blog, and then I saw this website by Chris Coyer. Chris Coyer is from csstricks.com.
Okay.
And he was trying to get quotes about design. And funny enough, I submitted design to express, not to impress, because my feelings back then was that like a lot of my classmates who really know how to use Photoshop to really, compose images that are really awesome. Or when I was still a beginner, I said they were really trying to impress people, right? So ako nga medyo beginners pa. I was like, you don't have to impress us. Like, I know you can do this, but the main thing of being a creative, I think back then, was trying to express what you have inside and putting it into an art form or a creative, what do you call this, asset or an output, right? So I did that. I and funny enough, Chris Coyer approved it.
Ah.
And so dito na din ko murag ano ko la. Okay. So I started interviewing people like si Ayan Kirante. Interview na ko na siya by. Not really a formal interview but it's more on text. Like I have questions.
Okay.
Yeah, can you answer this and then I'll publish it sa site.
All right.
Oh, so muta ako first nga na. So ang naka-joker ba karon
Oh. It's the
akong
same.
gina-continue.
Oh, pero in a different
platform
media.
or media.
Oh.
Yeah. So podcast na taron. So
podcast.
mas more or less. So joker kay ba like ako I abandoned that thing that I wanted to do. And then
For
10
so long,
years,
it was sleeping.
Yes. And then here we are.
Grabe, no?
So, ano ba, epic kasi shit. Now we're in WordCamp.
Medyo PC ko kay recorded Pero yeah, but amazing kind. I remember before when I met you, I wasn't in the online gig pa. So Johnny and I met way before pa. And then wala lang, I guess.
Through a common friend.
Yeah, through a yeah.
Loyski. Ano sa Australia, tinud?
Yeah, he's in Australia now. I've heard kay ang I'm working with right now na mention yung name. So apparently sila yung nag-process sa ang student visa.
Okay, that's
So
good.
shout out by padalag AUD.
Oy, sapatos, 9.5. Basta lagi nasa, di ba, basta nasa gawa sa imo amigo. Sapatos lang ako abay.
With shoes.
Sapatos dere sa Cagayan sa Philippines.
Yeah.
Going back to when we met.
Yeah, when we met. So wala idea. So I guess ako ba, I'm curious what was your reaction yung parang biglang kalit lang ko na og kanabitong appear as a murag sort of authority
Expert.
ko
Authority. Yeah,
authority ko na out of nowhere and
Yeah.
knowing your background of me ba. What does this
Ang pinaka-first na kong impression sa imo ba, you really look good and you know what you were talking about.
ba?
It's because
Okay, thank you.
number one is you really spoke good English.
Ayun.
And not a lot of people can do that.
Alright.
And you made sense.
Yan.
So that's the only, I think that's the only, even though you were still starting out.
Yeah, I was starting out.
Yeah, and you were putting yourself out there. It's very courageous.
Grabe, no?
Grabe ka courageous to
Thank you for saying that, Bike. The whole time, I don't know if it was obvious, but I've always felt like an imposter because again, I'm not an expert yet.
Yeah.
And even right now, I'm still learning. But at that point ba, if you really play by the rules of the world, the academe, of the whatever systems is in place in society, I'm not supposed to be doing that. I'm not supposed to be sharing all of those stuff, trying to teach people, what do you call this, preach about digital marketing, all of those things. But yeah, I appreciate you saying that I sounded well. But one thing stood out. You said I was good communicator kasi English.
Yeah.
I want to know your opinion. Because a lot of I'm in the marketing space, So I've been seeing a lot of posts that even if you're not good at English, you can still be a good service provider. Let's try to talk about that.
I mean, you could locally,
Locally, yeah.
right? Like if your audience or market is going to be English speaking countries or
Yes.
English speaking people or businesses or owners, and then syempre mas advantage yun.
Yeah.
Although I'm gonna sound like I'm kanang meron ako contradict ako self.
This is how money ang intro clip.
Murag live nga contradiction ba. Kanang as para sa kuha like I started out with clients who are from another country.
Yeah.
So that's my journey as a freelancer. Like the first person who hired me was from Denmark. So it was an advantage para sa ako nga kabalo po ko mag-English.
Yes.
And I know how to arrange my thoughts
Yeah.
and then put it into words
Yes.
that they could comprehend.
Comprehend. Tama.
So, and then most of my clients sa US and Canada man, so maupod siya advantage. But what I've seen here sa tong local by, if you educate the people you are trying to help and not really justify, because if you're justify, you're trying to debate them, but show them your value. Diya na ko na-realize nga they can pay the same The same money, right?
Same rate.
Yep.
Yep. So
Yep.
freelancing right now online, you are no longer limited to offshore clients, but it's actually, I mean, it was something that I guess was just waiting to happen because of the awareness. You know, the Philippines is always a few years behind any industry, any advancement versus the first world countries, as we are third
Of
world.
course.
In the name itself, we are third from the first.
Tapay second.
Pero yeah, the local clientele, it's possible. And ako personally, I prefer to work with local.
Yeah.
Of course, with the time zone
Yep.
first.
Yep.
Time zone. And
Yeah.
I can talk to them in different languages, Tagalog, Bisaya, English. So, yun, going back nga to the English as a as a communication tool, is it a requirement to be successful? I think, if I may give my answer, I think that the more you do it, it improves anyway.
Yep.
Yun lang siguro. It's not something like, before you do anything, you have to study it for 4 years. Then you can do it. No, it's not. We're just saying that it really helps a lot. And one way of improving it is to do it constantly.
Regularly.
So practice. You suck today. Okay, tomorrow you still suck, I know. But eventually you will suck less.
Yeah.
Yan na lang siguro,
Yeah.
no?
Kaayo ba?
I think in anything, no? Skill, English, and no.
The more time you invest in it,
Tama.
the more thoughts and
Oo.
and the more you consume content that's related to what you wanna improve. 'Di ba sabi nga nila, you are what you listen, or you are what you watch, or you are what you,
Yeah.
'di ba?
Tama.
Tinood na ba?
Tinood na.
You get influenced by what you consume. So if you're gonna di na lang na ako i-continue Kadagin mo ngayon. Ayaw na lang. But it's
medyo
not necessary. It's not dili na necessary nga kabalo ka mo English or Tagalog, Bisaya. Sus, kung ang imong gusto i-serve is ang atong mga businessmen or mga business people or mga dili ra sa atong local Tagalog, go.
Lagi.
That's what I saw pod sa imo, ha.
Oo.
That's what you did, and then how did you went from being a VA, graphic design,
Yeah.
SEO,
Yeah.
SEO to a full-blown Facebook marketer?
Yeah. So
How did that happen?
that happened from the last company I worked with. So what happened was, I was working for an Australian marketing company, and then the guy in the job interview, he asked me, "Hey, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?" So I don't know, for some reason, what I said is, right now, I do the graphics. Basically, I get instructions, and then I do those instructions, turn them into tangible design. But in the next 5 years, I would like to be on the other side of that, which is I am the one giving. Like, I come up with the reason why I need to see this in the design. But it was just like, parang passive lang in my thoughts ba. And then I realized that that guy, who was a really good boss, he then slowly outsourced Facebook advertising tasks to me. Because he also knew na by then, marunong ako mag-manage ng WordPress websites. So he taught me how to install a pixel. He explained to me what a pixel was. And then he documented the process, bro. Parang ginawa niya ako ng personalized online course for advertising. So all I had to do is watch and rewatch it again. In fact, when I'm working, I'm playing the video side by side. I'm just following, going through the motions. So then, syempre, I acquired a skill. So I started reaching out. I offered it to a friend because he needed help. He was starting a Chinese language tutorial school in CDO. So I helped him and I told him na I'm actually helping a client doing this social media advertising. What if I help you? You just have to pay me 10,000 pesos to set it up. And then on the first campaign, he generated 40 students paying
Nice.
12,000 each.
Wow.
So 10,000 pesos.
ROI ka.
Grabe ka. ROI, and the ad spend was what? 10,000 pesos din. So
Does that include the budget for?
no, basically I get paid 10 and then he spends 10 on the ads.
Okay.
So I set it
There you
up,
go.
design.
There you go. Okay.
So Moto,
That includes the creatives?
yeah, that includes the creatives. I just really wanted to test the idea. And back then, that number was really big for me. Let's face it, diba? There were moments where we would develop a website for 10,000 just because we needed the money, right? So, okay siya. Then from there, I started offering it to people locally. So I realized, okay, pwede naman day. So Pag offer na ako, wala ni dawat. I went to all the shops in Nazareth, Barangay Nazareth CDO, knocking on doors, giving my calling card. No one wanted to hire me. No one wanted to get my services. Oh, I
And
really
what
wanted.
did you have back then? A website?
I had a website. I had a
Facebook page.
portfolio, a
Okay,
Facebook
okay,
page.
okay.
Yeah, I have everything. I have the case study.
What year was
proof.
this?
What? It's 2017?
17.
2017, 16.
Not that long.
Oh. So, I did that. And then eventually, I was really frustrated because no one was hiring me. So what I did, and this is a transition to what I did, I organized a seminar because I was thinking, if they're not willing to pay me, I still want to monetize these people because I already talked to them. I know where they are. So I'm going to hold a seminar for Facebook advertising so that I can just monetize these people. So then I did that. They paid to be there. Charged ko at that time 1.5 for 8 hours of training.
What?
Oh, yeah. Non-stop. So, did that. And then they joined in. And funny enough, when my goal was already to give them information, that's the time they wanted to work with me.
That's the byproduct.
That's the byproduct. By parang what I think if we decipher what happened, it was when I shifted the dynamics from I need something from you into I think you need something from me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Parang ganun, di ba?
I've been seeing a lot of coaches say that, but it's something to hear it from someone who you do not know
Yeah.
and to see it done by someone you know.
Yeah. It was accidental, pre. Nobody taught me na mag-workshop ka tapos yung mga nag-attend, sila yung bentahan mo. No, no one told me that. I was just trying to make money from the workshop. Parang maka 30,000 lang ako per
When was the
workshop.
first location?
The first
Like the first
location,
location.
I don't remember. But it was a coffee shop.
It was a coffee shop.
Coffee shop sa Nazareth din.
Nazareth
Kaya
din.
taga Nazareth, masama akong targets.
Ah.
I dropped an ad in that barangay only.
Yeah.
My ad copy was, "What's up, business owners in Nazareth?"
Super localized by
okay.
and targeted.
Lead gen kasi yung background ko.
Okay.
So I was really into the calling out.
Yeah.
So, interesting ba?
Grabe ba? So, ako ba right now ba, I'm trying to transition from being a creative to trying to learn the
business side
of it, which is basically marketing.
I know last night we were laughing about the idea of a design entrepreneur. But actually I understood that. Para lang I just felt like it was a good joke. But I believe in that.
It's yeah.
Tama,
I
design.
still consider myself as a creative
yeah.
entrepreneur but I'm trying to narrow it down as a creative collaborator. I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because somehow along the way, when people started hiring me to build their websites, I got clients who needed logos, who needed branding,
Yeah.
who needed videos, who needed content,
Yeah.
who needed Facebook. So that's the time when I started collaborating with other creatives.
That's really
So I have friends, that's funny because you mentioned that because most of my friends are either creatives or entrepreneurs. Right now, like my core group,
Yeah.
which being one of you, you
Me,
one of it.
the
And then
rest.
I have, logo designers.
Diba?
I have like even martial artists ba? Di ba? Silang Rowil, silang kuan. Puro na silang mga business-minded pud kaayo
Yeah.
karon. Maybe it's because of the times na we are already,
Yeah, we're in that stage.
in that stage na nga,
Oo.
di ba? Trying to build our financial stability.
Yeah, I think there's a point where it begins to shift yung interest mo.
Yeah.
Okay, when I don't know, okay, when I started this, it has always the idea was just I just need money. For me,
Which is a very powerful, motivation.
yeah, it is a powerful.
Because
I
we
need
all
the
need
money
money.
because I need to provide.
Yep.
Because I'm a 20-year-old. I did finish college and
Yeah.
I had nothing to lose, and I didn't know if I could gain something, so I did it anyway. So I don't know, but ang shifting sub, no. So I guess, even if you're from a 9 to 5 employee background, I think you will always have a moment in your life where you decide to become an entrepreneur.
Yep.
It's just the difference is just your will to actually do it. But everyone has thought about starting a business. But it takes a certain level of craziness. I would say craziness.
Yeah.
To actually take action on the ideas pagnegosyo.
Kaayo bay.
Apoy ka
Kaayo bay.
tayo.
Risk-taking. It's
Yeah.
risk-taking. It needs tons of courage.
I know before you had a team, right? You had a team that's
Ironclad
Ironclad Creatives. Is it okay if we talk about how it went down?
Sure.
What's the biggest takeaway? So like,
Yeah.
my question though is, was the reason it stopped because you realized that you don't want to work with a team actually, or was it, I don't know.
What happened was this, when I started freelancing, there was like it was really popular to build your own brand, your personal brand.
Yes.
But I didn't want to expose
put your
myself.
face. Yeah.
So
You didn't want to do what I did.
yeah. So
Tama.
yeah, so I didn't have the courage to do that. So back then, like, I think it was 2017 when I decided that it's time for me to delegate some of the tasks that I've been doing na repetitious na masyado. So balik-balik naman siya. So I thought na unsa ka kung akong i-train ang akong amigo na
Zero knowledge.
knowledge ba?
Wow.
Zero
Free
knowledge.
free and paid training.
Yeah.
Grabe, yahay kayo.
Grabe bay. Like we started like I gignan ako siya nga, bay, tudluan ti ka. Pero ako mabayad sa imo bay, minimum lang sa per day.
Right.
Kaya para lang matest nimo ang waters kung kaya bagid nimo ang trabaho.
Yeah.
So WordPress. WordPress and DV.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Page builder ni mo, DB.
Page builder na. Although nakatrabaho nagyapon ko sa mga uban page builders like Mentor Pro
Right.
and Beaver Builder and WP Bakery, Visual Composer.
WP Bakery. Ala, age reveal na sad.
Di ba? Para sa ko bay, sa una mang good bay, I just accept all everything I can get.
Yeah, whatever
Because,
gets you there, no? Na tool.
Oo. But I've been using DV since its launch because back then sa Elegant Themes, that one of my favorite themes was from Elegant Themes.
Oh, I see.
And Elegant Themes built DV.
Oh, see. Okay.
So back then they have like a dozen themes with different designs and different options and features nga dili siya yung anak ka robust.
No, I see.
It's
Okay.
template based but it's not drag and drop page builders.
Like the ones we have now.
Oo. So dito naka-decide ko nga tudluan ako siya and then it went from I'm just assigning him tasks, basic tasks like changing photos, changing the content, adding pages now with the same layout as the other pages. And then he started to really bring his A game.
Yeah, nice.
I don't know what happened, but naaram is balay at Dubai. We were hanging out if we needed to take a break, it was really relaxed.
Relaxed environment.
Oh, dili siya, no pressure ba? Dili mo kaya na. I'll QA it and fix it for you. Ana lang. So mo to, and then kato nga, when I started getting more projects, local, direct small businesses from the US.
Right.
It's funny yung kayo ba kay paghimo na ko ana nga website ba. I wasn't expecting people from the US or businesses from the US, although it's not a lot.
Yeah.
Only a few, but a couple would call me right out of the blue sa akong landline. Hello?
Your landline.
Landline ba?
Oh my God.
Wala din sila nga. Is this Ironclad Creatives office?
Right.
So masyak ko ba yung look, asa niya? Kuha ako po number gawa.
Pero ako na hindi magibutang. Nasa website.
Nasa website ba? Nasa website dahil nagsige lang ko.
Personal detail.
Nagkuhan lang ko ba? Nag-comment lang ko sa mga, example, sa mga groups, DV groups.
Yeah.
So there are lots of DV groups nga medyo active. So
Then they saw your contacts.
Comment lang ko dito, tabang-tabang gamay. Mga basic questions lang good. Mga errors nga ano nila, like kanang ma-white kalit ng ilang screen. Ano ba?
Yeah.
So, mga basic lang good. Mga ano ba nga. So, dito na ako nakita po nga, uy, pwede giday ko maghimog ko, ganyan ako nga team. Kay, especially, most small businesses and startups do not have the creative assets to use on their website. They wanted a website,
We don't have
pero wala
kuwan.
man day content.
Sendan baka PowerPoint presentation pre or PDF
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Word.
Wala ba. So, moto. And then, one of my classmates saw my work pod. So, dito ko nakakita og opportunity nga i-offer siya ang videos.
I see.
So,
Yeah, I remember the coffee thing eh.
coffee kato. So, we went to mi dito sa Maramag.
Yeah,
Ako'y
shoot mo.
nag-drive, nag-shoot mi dito, and then I told them unsa akong vision about sa katunga video. So,
Yeah.
and they did it. They edited the video. The client was happy. And yeah. So, dito na ko nakarealize nga, uy, murag, I'm not, siguro ako dali magkukumaboard ba?
ADHD ba?
ADHD.
Self-diagnosis na ni guys ha.
Self-diagnosis nga murag ADHD, ADD, baka kanang dili ko ka-focus or ma-drain ko kung mora na akong buhaton
Yeah.
the entire time.
Right.
So that's why nag-try ko og nga mati-collaborate ta sa uban creatives, no? So, mo to.
Uy, closing remarks na.
So,
Put-
balik na ta niya.
Balik daw niya.
Okay, lingaw naman.
Closing remarks na sa event 1 na may nag-appeal sa...
Wala pa ta kastorya guys about sa imong mga expertise sa AI. That
Ala. Ano yan. To stop pa.
later.